All right, guys, welcome to the Off the Bench podcast. We got Hunter Weis in the studio today. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Frank?
Hunter, how old are you?
23.
23. Did you go to college?
I did.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to CCBC Essex, graduated in 2020 with my associates.
In what?
General Studies.
General Studies. Did you play lacrosse, too?
I did.
Okay. How'd you find Family First Life?
I found Family First on TikTok. I saw a couple of them over about a week or so, and I kept watching them, went on the page, and kept seeing a Maryland number. And finally, I was like, you know what? It's a Maryland number. You don't really see that a lot. So I called it. After I looked you guys up online, watched the video on the homepage, called the number, got in touch with Corey, and that was the start of everything.
Okay. And you're brand new.
Yes.
And you're doing this part-time because you have a job. You're a plumber?
Yes.
Okay. What time did you get in the office today?
I was here a little after 7:30.
And you started dialing right away?
Started dialing right away.
And you filled your day in less than 2 hours?
Yes.
Then this is your what, second week dialing, third week?
Third week, fourth week.
Okay. It's the fastest you ever set your appointments?
Fastest I've ever set them.
Did you change anything else other than the time you started dialing?
Just the time I started dialing, honestly.
Okay. So, like, Hunter, we try and get people to understand that there's little tiny tips that make this easier. Like when you play lacrosse, I'm sure your coach, I never played lacrosse, but I'm sure there's things with stick handling or shooting, whatever. Some small adjustment that makes all the difference in the world, right?
100%.
It's just the way this business works.
It is. Everybody's told me between 7:30 and 8:30, it's the best time. That's when the responsible people are up. They're going to answer their phones. They're going to work, things like that. And then between 4:30 and 6:30 is another good time because everybody's coming home from work. They've, come in home. They're relaxed. They're going to answer their phones.
Yeah.
So that's another good time that I have found that I can get some appointments as well.
Yeah. And just so y'all watch, there is no bad time to dial, but you'll have your best results certain times of the day, and those are 2 times of the day. So, how many appointments? So, what is your goal? First of all, like, are you trying to do this full time at some point?
If the possibility comes up, yes, but really, it's honestly just making extra.
Make some extra money.
Make some extra money. That's all it really is. And then I love the aspect of helping people, and I never really thought about life insurance before I saw you guys and everything like that, and seeing how it does help people. So it's just another way to help people.
Yeah. And are you married?
I am.
You are married?
I am married.
Any kids?
I have 2 kids.
Okay, so you're young with kids. So you need money too.
Yes.
Because they're not cheap.
No, they are not.
And how long you been married?
Since February.
So you just got married recently?
Married recently.
Congratulations.
I have a 4-year-old. Thank you. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old.
6 months. Boys, girls?
Both boys.
2 boys.
2 boys.
All right. Your wife's loving that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and dad still alive?
Yes.
And what do they do?
My father's retired out of the fire department, and my mom works at Johns Hopkins Bayview.
Okay. Do they know what you're doing with Family First Life?
Yes.
What is their take on it?
My mom at first was not very supportive. She just thought it was, one of those scheme type of things.
Right.
And finally I sat her down and I talked to her about it and showed her what everything was. And she's on board. I mean, a couple of my people that I've dialed and everything, they actually grew up with my mom.
Oh, so you're calling people that know your last name?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done. My dad worked at Bethlehem Steel for a long time, and I would run in Baltimore, and I would meet people and I always ask them, they're like, Frank Eufemia, older guy work. I'm like, depends. Did you like him? Did you not like him? So, and then what about your dad? Does he know? Are they your mom and dad together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your dad say about this?
He's just kind of the laid back type. I mean, if it makes me happy and I'm going to do it, he's going to support it.
Okay.
So.
And what about your wife?
She's for it. I mean, she likes it. I'm closer to home for the most part and everything, which is nice. I have a little bit of flexibility. I know yesterday I was able to take the oldest. He had a doctor's appointment, so I was able to take him that while she was at work and things like that because I could work around scheduling and everything.
Yeah, that's what happens when you own your own company.
Yes.
You create your schedule. You just have to have a schedule.
Exactly.
Does your wife work? She stay home?
She works.
What does your wife do?
She's a recruiter.
For?
Cornerstone Recruiting Company. Not too far from here, actually.
Okay. She recruits people.
Yes.
Why is she not up here? Like, why has she not been in the office yet?
Her work schedule. I mean, she works 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. She's a recruiter, so she understands finding talent, recruiting people, building a business.
Exactly.
She does it all day long.
All day long.
Wow. So she should be pretty excited about this. Dang, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what are the kids' names?
The oldest name is Cashton, and the baby is Sawyer.
Cashton. I like that.
Yep.
Sawyer and Cashton. And obviously, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have an older sister.
Okay.
She's in nursing school right now.
All right. So here's the mistake I made, Hunter, when I started. I didn't talk to anybody about this because I just didn't. Now, if you look at groups like Mike Killamit, I mean, Paul and Andrew, they knew each other. The best business partners you can find are probably ones or warm market, people that you know. Yeah. Friends, family, close acquaintances, because they trust you already, right? So all you have to do is go out and validate the system. You wrote your first app, yes, which you're excited about. Is your wife excited?
Yeah, she was so happy for me. She was wondering why I wasn't responding for it took me about 2 hours. I was in the home. And finally I got done and I called her and she was like, "What's up?" I was like, "I just wrote my first app." She was, "Oh my God," finally, basically. Right? It was one of those, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Well, and listen, I was a plumber as well. And now I like to talk. So I would get in trouble at my jobs because I'd be talking all the time. So when I came into sales, it was a transition, but it wasn't like, to me, it was great because I got to do what I enjoyed doing.
Exactly.
But not everybody understands that transition. Some people blue collar, hard working, hands working. Some people are more blue collar, mouth talking, things like that. Yeah. But when I remember meeting you, I'm like, dude, you could kill this. And you probably started to did you have any doubt over the last few weeks?
Definitely, because it just seemed every day, even if I was starting earlier and earlier, I wasn't seeing the results that I was seeing of the people around me. And I realized, I'm new. It's going to take a while to really get the swing of everything. But being in the office here or the Glen Burnie office, sure, just being around everybody, seeing, I can take, a little bit of what they said. I can take a little bit of what they said and make it into my own to where I now have a successful
script.
Exactly.
And more confident on the phone.
Very much, very much.
And it'll get better and better and better.
Yeah.
So for me, like, watching people develop through that is exciting part for us. Watching somebody come in and be a little bit, not timid, but like unsure.
Definitely. I mean, my first day I had a pit in my stomach because I haven't done anything to where, that steady paycheck is not there. I've never done a commission.
Sure.
And, I've always, since I was 15 or 16, I've always had that steady, bi-weekly or weekly paycheck coming in, and it's like, okay, so now I gotta buckle down myself and really figure it out, and that's what I'm doing.
Dude, I'm gonna explain it to you the way you can understand it. You know what piecework is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine at your job, do you do residential, commercial plumbing?
Commercial.
Okay, so that's what I did too. You do like the plumbing side or the mechanical side?
All plumbing.
All plumbing. All right. So let's say you're running a high school, and your job on the third floor is to lay the rain. I mean, to hang the rain spout, right? The rain drains.
Yep.
Rain piping, and you get paid 20-foot, 16-foot cast iron. Is that what they still run?
No,
what are you running? PVC.
20 foot. 20-foot PVC.
Okay. So for every 20-foot piece of PVC pipe you hang, you get $50. Do you think you'd work faster if you got paid like that?
Definitely.
They don't offer that. They used to. When I was plumbing, they did that. Okay. And I loved it. Like, they didn't do it all the time, but every now and again, they would go, we got piecework. As much as you can hang or lay, whatever it was, we'll pay you per piece. Dude, we would roll. But then when folks go get their own job or go start their own business, they don't see that comparison. So like that's what I would compare it to. So like when you're looking at this and you look at that stack of leads, dude, every phone call you make's worth a certain amount of money. Now, once you're here for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, we can back out everything and go for every phone call you make, it's worth X dollars or X cents, whatever. So you go, shoot, every time I dial the phone, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. It's like hanging a piece of pipe, right?
Yep.
So you have the ability to make as much as you want to make. Whereas when you're working for somebody else, they cap you.
Yeah.
Right. So what is your goal by the end of, let's say 2022? What's your goal with Family First Life?
Basically, I'd love to just double my regular income.
Okay.
That's the real goal. I know me and my wife were looking to get our own house soon and, you know, really start it with, you know, me, her, and the kids.
Okay.
So that's the goal, and doubling my income would definitely help overall.
Well, it's definitely possible.
Definitely.
And I'm sure you're starting to believe that more and more every day.
Every day I wake up, I'm like, all right, let's get it going. Let's go.
100 appointments as fast as you can. When you get to 100 appointments, you start to have a grasp of this business. Same thing with phone calls. You get to 1,000 phone calls, you start to have a grasp of the business.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Well, congratulations, Hunter, on the marriage, on the kids, on the success, the new, and if you need help, obviously we're here.
Definitely.
You got Ryan, he's a beast, Thad, all those guys. But simple people don't know anything about insurance, coming in, having success, using the training, following the system. Guys like Hunter and an army full of other folks. So thank you for joining us today, Hunter. I appreciate it. Until next week, guys, make it a big week.